might apply to Brexit, but the reality is that as GDPR is in essence a global regulation, it applies to any organisation or any company anywhere in the world that wants to deal and do business with any organisation inside the EU. But theoretically then, if we were to leave the EU and join the European Economic Area, such as Norway, well then actually GDPR still has to apply anyway, as it does do to Norway. So that's one model, the EEA model. The second might be European Free Trade area, like Switzerland is in. And again, the same thing would apply. So GDPR would apply to any organisation inside that area. Thirdly, if neither of those applied and we adopted a model similar or a separate type of arrangement, perhaps a bespoke model, but we also applied GDPR because we wanted to deal with companies in the EU, then actually we could apply for adequacy or ask our arrangements to be deemed as adequate, and that would be similar to the way, for example, New Zealand or Canada or Uruguay currently are at the moment. And then the fourth model is probably similar to the way that the United States are at the moment, or any other country that we haven't really talked about, in that we'd have to have bespoke arrangements, and the key implication for companies then in relation to the UK would be that they would not be able to transfer data into the UK because it would be expressly prohibited by the regulations.
Yeah, there's something I call the mining analogy, where for the last 5, 10, 15 years, the era of big data, the attitude has been that data is something harmless and inert, that you can accumulate in great stores, stored in data warehouses, data lakes, data barns, and that you then refine and distill, and ultimately at the end you produce something of value, your gold nuggets. And under GDPR, under new data protection regulations, that changes a little bit. If you think about it more as plutonium or as a kind of nuclear fuel, if you handle it very carefully, if you process it very carefully, then you can still get great value from that information. But if you handle it carelessly, if you process it carelessly, then it can be toxic and dangerous and damaging and can really harm your organisation. So this idea of something going from an ore to a nuclear fuel, it's a little bit of an illustration.